If a woman has these 17 qualities, never let her go. Finding the right partner for you is easier when you know what qualities to look for. Whether you're looking for a good woman or you want to become one, welcome to the ultimate list of ideal woman characteristics. Those words ideal woman don't mean perfect because none of us are. And I can already hear you pointing out how subjective the word ideal is. You're not wrong. But when it comes to a life partner, some qualities are more critical than others. And those are the ones we'll focus on in this post. 17 qualities of a good woman. Look for these characteristics of a good woman when you're putting yourself out there in search of a loving partner, even if most of that searching is happening over the internet. You don't need to be face to face to notice the qualities of a good woman to marry or build a strong and lasting relationship with. 1. Honest and trustworthy. Trust is critical to a healthy relationship, so this one shouldn't come as a surprise. You want to be able to trust your partner to tell you the truth, especially when it matters most. You want to be able to take them at their word when they promise you something. This quality is not something you can afford to take for granted. 2. Authentic or genuine. An authentic person has a much stronger sense of self than a social chameleon who changes their outward behavior to fit in with a group or to work a room. We all adapt to different situations to some extent, but the authentic person remains essentially who they are. You can trust that when you meet them, the personality you experience will be theirs, not just one they're trying on to make a good impression. 3. Independent and self-reliant. Your life partner should be someone who isn't afraid to be alone or self-reliant. Even if their work doesn't yet generate enough income to support them, you can see them putting in the work every day to build something with growth potential. Their independence makes them unwilling to make the load on your shoulders any heavier than it needs to be. Your lot shouldn't be any harder on their account. If anything, they'll do what they can to make life better for both of you. 4. Intelligent and curious. You want someone you can talk to about things that matter to you. And when you hear them speak animatedly on the things that matter to them, you want to feel a connection and a real interest in what they're saying. Intelligence is about more than whether or not they finished school or went to college. You see it more in someone's mindset, their words, and the actions they take than in a piece of paper or the results of an IQ test. 5. Self-confident. When someone is confident, they don't need you to tell them they deserve to be treated with kindness and respect. They know their value, and they make it a priority to put their admirable qualities to good use. They don't waste time or oxygen on false humility or pointless self-deprecation. They know they're awesome, and they're not afraid to show it or to make the big ask. They know they're worth it. 6. Supportive. Like anyone else, you want a partner who will support your goals and celebrate your successes with you. They won't try to steal the spotlight, nor will they ever make light of what you've accomplished. And if you stumble, they'll be there to help you back onto your feet. They'll also expect the same of you. It's a mutual stepping up. Neither of you leaves the other to flounder. 7. Empathetic. The best listeners know how to empathize with the person to whom they're listening. They can put themselves in your shoes and, at least to some extent, feel what you're feeling, which helps them understand your perspective. 8. Compassionate and forgiving. Empathy helps with compassion, but the latter is nothing without meaningful words or action. Without compassion, it's more challenging to forgive someone who's hurt you, even when they apologize and do what they can to make amends. You want someone who accepts and loves you just as you are and who will forgive you when you screw up and apologize for the hurt you've caused. 9. Kind and thoughtful. Real kindness isn't something reserved for an elite few. You want a partner who is as kind to a grocery store employee or a wait person as she is to her boss or you. The good woman is human, so maybe sometimes she's less patient than at other times, but she does her best to be kind to everyone, whatever their job or background. Because their situation could just as easily be hers. And being decent to others costs her nothing. 10. Willing to meet you halfway. She won't sacrifice her most cherished values to make you or anyone else happy. But if she can make a compromise that doesn't violate her personal code, she will, as long as what comes of it is better than the result of not compromising. If it costs you both something to make that compromise, she'll weigh the pros and cons and do what she can to honor your values as well as her own. 11. Consistent and reliable. You want someone who's more or less consistent in her behavior because you want to know you can depend on her. If she's on a non-stop roller coaster ride and keeps you guessing as to how she'll act the next time you see her, the relationship will never feel stable or solid. 12. Classy and charming. You're looking for a woman with class, which is not the same as expensive taste or snobbishness. A classy woman can transform a room with minimal expense. She brightens up every space she enters with a genuine smile, effortless charm, and natural poise. She puts you and others at ease, making you feel on top of the world when you're together. Everything about her feels refreshing, and she leaves people feeling better than before. 13. Playful and humorous. Your life partner should have a lively sense of humor and a tireless appreciation for laughter and fun. She has 1,001 ideas for lifting your spirits when you're feeling low, but she won't use them to overwhelm or pressure you. She seems to know just when to draw you out of your head and into something you can both enjoy. 14. Inspiring. She challenges you to keep learning and growing, even when you're tempted to wonder why anyone bothers. Just being around her makes you want to be better and to do more. She gets you better than anyone else does, so she doesn't nag or use passive aggression to pressure you into doing something. She doesn't have to. Just watching her makes you proud and inspires you to level up. 15. Down to earth. This good woman you seek knows you're both living in the real world with real problems. So, she keeps her head clear and her hands ready. She doesn't wait for a fixer to come along and make her life easier. She rolls up her sleeves and gets it done. She laughs and cries with others without embarrassment, and she'll always be there for you. She gratefully accepts every joy and doesn't ask to be spared the pain that often goes with it. 16. Passionate. You want to see your partner's face light up when she's involved in something she's passionate about. You want that for everyone, of course, but when you watch her, it's hard not to share the passion she feels. It's also hard not to be reminded of your own passion projects and to wonder where they could lead. 17. Open to learning. She's always learning. If anyone can make the absolute best of every natural gift and learn skill, it's she. You've never met someone more curious about so many different things. While she knows how to kick back with some light reading or a fun movie, it's not long before, once again, she's immersed in learning something new. Pay attention to these qualities of a good woman. Now that you're familiar with these classic traits of a good woman, which ones have you seen in the women you've met most recently? Which has been the hardest to find? Since every one of these traits is well worth cultivating yourself, whatever your gender, what will you do this week to model a quality you might have neglected for too long? No effort is wasted. Every good habit can help you become the person you want to be, no matter how long it takes to find the partner you seek. May you both find joy in every day before you find each other. Thanks for watching this video. If you like it, give it the thumbs up and sharing with their friends. For more watching best motivational video, please subscribe the channel and keep supporting.